All right, so we're back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be talking about something that's kind of gotten a lot of attention recently, and that's this whole idea of pitch counts in baseball.
Right.
Uh, we all know that, like, monitoring how many pitches a guy's throwing, it's been around for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
But it seems like it's become an even bigger deal now.
I feel like it's even more at the forefront of, like, every single game.
Especially when you see, like, a guy get pulled from a game.
Right.
And he's dealing.
Right.
And you're like, wait, why is this guy coming out of the game?
Especially when you see the numbers and you're like, wow, he's only at, like, 70 pitches.
Right, and he's got a no-hitter going.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And so what really got us thinking about this was some comments from none other than Curt Schilling.
Yeah, World Series champion.
World Series champion.
Curt Schilling.
One of the best big game pitchers of all time.
Absolutely.
And he was recently on the Will Cain show on Fox News Channel. And he had some pretty strong opinions about this whole pitch count thing.
Yeah, he did not hold back.
So what we want to do today is kind of unpack what he said.
Yeah.
And then sort of think about, is he right?
Right.
Is this a good thing for baseball? Is this a bad thing?
Exactly.
What are the different sides to this whole debate?
Yeah, because like you said, it's been around, but it is definitely becoming more and more prevalent.
And it just seems like maybe it's gone a little too far.
Yeah, maybe the pendulum has swung a little too far in that direction.
So let's start with Schilling.
Okay.
What was he saying?
So he came right out and said that he thinks the increased use of pitch counts is a bad thing.
Yeah.
And his biggest concern is this whole idea of the financial investment in players.
Right.
Especially these young pitchers coming up.
It's like they're $1 million arms.
Exactly. And, these guys are signing these huge contracts.
I mean, we're talking like 9 figures sometimes for these guys.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane.
And so Schilling's point is that when you're investing that kind of money in a guy,
yeah,
you're going to be a little hesitant to, like, really push him.
Of course.
Early in his career.
You don't want to blow out his arm.
Right. You don't want to risk injury.
Especially when you've got that much riding on him.
Yeah, you're thinking long term.
And he brought up Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
The pitcher from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Rookie.
Yeah, who signed for almost $10 million right out of the gate.
Yeah, almost $10 million signing notice.
Which is wild, by the way.
It is wild.
I mean, it's great for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him. But it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
But Schilling's argument is that this kind of money, it's like it creates this culture of being extra cautious.
Yeah, it's like they're handling these guys with kid gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just in the majors either.
Yeah.
He was saying that these guys are on pitch counts all the way through the minors.
Yeah.
So by the time they get to the big leagues,
they're not used to throwing a lot of pitches.
They're not used to going deep into games. And he's like, how can we expect these guys to suddenly become workhorses?
Right.
If they've never been allowed to really stretch out and throw 110 pitches in a game.
And I think that's a valid point.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like you wouldn't expect a marathon runner
right
to just go out and run 26 miles without, like...
If they've never run more than, like, 5 miles at a time.
Right, if they haven't built up to it.
You got to build up to it.
You got to build up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so Schilling's basically saying that we're not letting these guys build up to it.
Right, and he's concerned that it's going to lead to a generation of pitchers who are just not as durable.
Yeah, and that's kind of sad in a way.
Yeah, it is, because, some of the greatest pitchers of all time,
right,
these were guys who routinely threw complete games.
Yeah, 200 innings a season.
Yeah, it was just a different era.
And it wasn't just that he was worried about the durability thing.
No.
He also just seemed like kind of annoyed.
He seemed frustrated.
Yeah, by this whole, like, babying of pitchers.
Yeah, like he even made a joke about getting, like, acid reflux.
Yeah.
When he sees a pitcher leaving a game in the 6th inning, tipping his cap.
After a great outing.
Yeah, and everyone's, like, praising him.
But he's like, wait, you only went 6 innings.
Like, you're supposed to go deeper?
Yeah.
Like, that's your job.
And that really